Hey there, Anthonites. So, long story short, I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. Many of you know that I do YouTube consultancy on the side, advising channels both big and small on how to grow their brand, how to leverage analytics data to find out more about their audiences, their behaviors, patterns, and how to do all kinds of stuff. And some of that also kind of boils down to giving advice on content itself and all that stuff. So I haven't been following my own advice as far as this channel goes. I'm not gonna make this into a apology video. Like, I'm sorry I haven't been making content, even though that's what it's going to be. That's not what I intend for it to be. What I intend for this to be is more letting you know where some of the stuff that I was doing went, why it went, maybe what might be coming in the future. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to have all the answers. But when I started this channel, it was because I got youtube.com/Anthony Smith, which points to this URL, or the URL for this channel. And I started uploading basically as like freedom behind the scenes type content. Then I started moving over some vlog content from my previous channels. And then I started doing daily vlogs or somewhat daily vlogs of my life. And, had a little bit of fun with it. And there were some skits and other projects that I've done on and off throughout the time this channel's been in existence. So, basically, the daily vlogs, they went away about a year ago for the most part, because I couldn't keep up with them anymore. I actually have probably a month's worth of vlogs from last year that I still haven't even edited together. The reason for this being is because I used to sit down and edit in bulk and then release them over time, and I sat down once and I'm like, I have 30 days worth of content here. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. And so, basically work took precedence over the vlogs. As far as some of the other skit type content, I recently posted a video as a character called DB McStuffins. That character was something that I kicked around for about 6 months before I did anything with. Long story short, he's supposed to be like a rant slash response YouTuber who often either negates his own points or is almost a Poe. For those of you who don't know, there is something called Poe's Law. And those of you who don't know what that is, you may be familiar with a person who was on television by the name of Stephen Colbert. And he is basically he is a perfect example of a Poe in his old Colbert Report television show. In that, the Poe's Law basically states that someone who holds fundamental values, in the extreme, often is almost indistinguishable from someone who is parodying that same thing. So that's kind of DB McStuffins and his conceptualization. Whether that will continue, I don't know. It took me 6 months to be able to sit down, take the time to film something with him. Could be another 6 months, a year before you see him again. I don't know. Same thing with Bobby Jr. Bobby Jr. is a little bit easier because Bobby Jr., his speech is a little bit closer to my normal speech, just with a little bit more of a southern drawl, if you will, southern accent. And his thing is basically he looks at things in sometimes the most simple way and sometimes the most unexpected simple way. And through these characters and a few others that I've created over time, sometimes I can say and do things that Anthony Smith can't. Because they can get away with a little bit more than I can. Because they're characters. I would love to do more stuff with characters, but it takes time, takes writing, time I don't really have for writing. Some things just kind of write themselves, and I can kind of sit down, film it, be done. Those I love doing, and that's pretty much what you've been seeing as of late. Anyway, I need to roll this along. So, getting back to what I was saying about the YouTube consultancy. So I give lots of advice to YouTubers, both big and small. But I haven't been taking that advice, especially when it comes to this channel. And one of the biggest pieces is to just create. Of course, that doesn't mean that YouTubers should just push out crap. That's not the idea. The idea is to not be a perfectionist and not wait for that perfect moment, that perfect idea, and not get stuck in the writing phase. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been stuck in the writing phase and making a lot of excuses about not creating content. So I've actually gotten some inspiration from a very unlikely source. A YouTuber who's only been doing this since like June 28th of this year, who, despite not having a huge fan base, is very dedicated towards making videos and has attempted to do a video every other day in the month of October. Now, obviously, it's like the 20th, and I can't pull that off, or it's the 19th, I don't know. I can't pull that off this October, but I can try to do more videos like this one, where I discuss things. I can do that. One of the main problems with doing things with DB McStuffins is that he is sort of designed to take on controversial topics, and I am one of those rare people who sees every side of everything. So writing for him is very tough. But however, if I am able to do this as myself, or at least a character more like myself, that's allowed to see every side of everything, it may be a little bit easier. I may end up doing something where I talk about the news, almost like a one-person rehash for those of you who remember that. If you don't, go over to my main page, youtube.com/Anthony Smith, and there's a playlist right underneath my channel trailer of all the old rehash episodes that I did on the Freedom Central channel with Zachary Sykes. Shout out Zach, by the way, if you see this. Love you, man. Miss you. No homo. Or, I mean, all the homo, maybe. I don't know. Nothing wrong with it. Anyway. So that's where my life and this channel are at the moment. So I may just start filming more with this setup. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to overcommit. Don't want to tell you that I'll work up a set or anything like that. It may just be the fact that a couple times a week I make my bed for you. Because I don't normally do that, except for when I'm making videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video helped you understand me and where this content's been for a while, as well as maybe where it'll be going in the future. I am open to all suggestions. If you want to suggest something for me to do or talk about or whatever, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to facilitate that, or at least consider it. Anyway, till next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all those things that make me love my job. Also, be awesome to yourself and amazing to each other. Bye, guys.